couple weeks maybe. In that small time, I took what cash I had left, since I knew I wasn't going to be pushing for 99 or buying mats or anything like that, and I bought a Santa hat, a second Santa hat, just because the price crashed. I got it for about 820 mil. I bought this one for 840 mil, and that was long before the price crashed. So the price went up, and then it dropped right before archaeology because everybody needed liquid cash to buy mats, and then I bought it, and it is now 900 mil. So a good 150, circa 150 mil profit off of both of those. But the even better method, the reason why I actually have a cash stack here, has been archaeology. This place is, I mean, seriously, this skill has been a freaking gold mine. I took a little while to train archaeology, got 83, but honestly, it is pretty boring. What's not boring is all the dough that you can get from simply farming mats or doing big game hunter. I spent 2 hours doing big game hunter, and I got 2 dragon matics, which sold for let's see, about 115 mil each. So 230 mil from 2 hours, 115 mil an hour. That is insane. But I'm back because I'm sick of big game hunter. Even though the matics are probably around 90 mil right now, I would still much rather. I went on a dry streak, got demoralized, and I thought, let's do clues, because Luck of the Dwarves is much above GE. So we're going to jump into 125 hearts. Yeah, hopefully we can get a bunch of fortunate components. Where are you? There. Crank out some Luck of the Dwarves. They're selling for like 50 mil or something like that. 125 caskets isn't a whole lot, but it will be enough to make it makes, you know, each fortunate component is roughly twice the price of whatever it says in the casket. So we are looking at fortunates, and you know, still got that chance at a big boy drop. I did not check my bank. Let's hope that I have enough spaces. I bought 2 bonds and redeemed them for some bank spaces, because archaeology, you know, just, it's not, you can't, if you're not buying mats, you're not using all your artifacts. So your bank just fills up because you go to a place, you go to a site for archaeology, and you stay there. I don't know, if you're using porters, you stay there for an hour or so, a little bit more maybe, and you come back with your dirt box, whatever, box of dirt, all the way full, and your artifacts in your inventory. You get like 6 of them, maybe 7, but you don't have enough mats to make all of those artifacts. So then you go to the next place, and you get the same amount of artifacts, and you can't complete them all, so you've got repairable artifacts in your bank, and they just stack up like crazy. It is quite insane. So I quickly used through the 50 spaces that Jagex added onto everyone's bank, and I had to buy 50 more. So let's hope I don't have to drop anything. Very nice. Triple fort. That's what I like to see. I messed around with ancient summoning, but the money methods were pretty grindy. And like, you would buy the mats for making the ancient pouches, and then you'd have to kill the whatever you were doing. I don't know. I did Calgarian demons for a while because everyone was freaked out by how massive that familiar is. Like, literally, the most showy familiar in the game right now is Calgarian demon. It is a fucking giant. So yeah, I sold, I made, I don't know, 50 some Calgarian Demons pouches and sold them all. But that wasn't very good money per hour, so did Big Game Hunter, and I got 2 Dragonmatics in 2 hours, and then I got super psyched for Big Game Hunter because that is insane money, obviously. And then I did a full circuit of Big Game Hunter, which is starting from, you know, the dinosaur that eats raw sharks, and then going all the way up through the medium loot and the big loot and whatever, the medium bait and the big bait and whatever, all 9 dinosaurs, and I didn't get a single Dragonmatic. Sort of demoralizing. Plus, there were a lot of guys in the chat that were doing Big Game Hunter at the time, and I had already made, you know, decent bank off of those 2 Dragonmatics, and a lot of these guys have been camping Big Game Hunter for like since the release of archaeology, and they only have like 5 Dragonmatics. I mean, it might have sold over 200 mil in the first, like, I don't know, 50 Dragonmatics, but it has steadily crashed because, you know, everyone's doing Big Game Hunter. It's I'm pure RNG, obviously, but still, you're gonna make insane money. Like, if you do 3 hours of Big Game Hunter and get 1 Dragonmatic, that's still insane money. And I don't know the RG. It had probably depends on your skill, but still. I mean, even if it's 4 hours, 5 hours, 5 hours, yeah, no, even with 5 hours, that's over 20 mil an hour. Now that's pushing more towards the ancient summoning rate of getting gold, but like, still. I tried to farm some Armadillo Yellow, you know, Malachite Green and all that. The stuff that's used to make Tetra Compass pieces, because each mat was selling for like 35k at the time. So I spent a couple hours doing that, but I got bored really fast. I can't sit and do one thing for so long. So I had to bail on that and start doing something else. So I'm gonna come back. I do the pylon whenever it's announced, because back when the pylon started up, I got 2 staff pieces sold each for 60 mil, and I know that they're probably much higher than that right now. But you know, you never know. It's sort of a bunch of group think at that point on the release of certain items. All you see is people all around you getting staff pieces, and so when you get a staff piece and you go to the bank and you see everyone selling staff pieces in the Grand Exchange, you just sort of freak out. So I expected, what I did was I looked at the Pterosaur Mall, you know, the Big Game Hunter Mall. I looked at it post-release. Now the staff pieces or the mall pieces for the Pterosaur Mall, I think drop at a lower rate. But still, after release, there was a very steady decrease without like almost a single uptick. I didn't see a single uptick in the GE chart. Yeah. So I thought, well, they have the same damage and accuracy rating, so I could use this as a comparable item post-release. So I'm not quite sure how it's going to turn out, but here's to hoping that I made the right choice and sold these staff pieces at 60 mil. Of course, nobody could make the staff at the time, because it takes, what, like 118 archaeology or something like that to actually craft the staff. Yeah. So those people are going to make bank. Let's see. I can't see any way that it would drop back, I mean, rise back up. Unless the people that, yeah, if the people that make the staff start selling the staff, the completed staff, at like, I don't know, 700 mil or something like that, then the pieces will jump. But that's all based on someone else's actions, and I can't really speak to that. You know, I'm not gonna. Oh shit. Well, I'm out of bank space. Well, I can't really do anything since I don't have any bank space. Well, that's it. I'll probably crank out another 100 and just sort of manage my bank better.